Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan. I'm a spiritual guide, a healer, and a medium. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. And thank you for liking and sharing, and especially commenting on my videos. I absolutely love to interact with you guys. In today's video, I want to talk about the number one sign that you're on the right path, even if you're not aware of it. Let's get started. This sign that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to be real honest with you. It wasn't until I went through this experience that I'm going to share with you in this video that I finally understood this. Because as far as our journey, you meditate as an example, you envision something, you write down affirmations, and then you start to push forth. You start to follow the signs and synchronicities. But on our journey, oftentimes, we're being left wondering, when is that manifestation going to come forth? But if you take a step back and you view it as you're being given the gift of time, you're being given the gift as far as taking in a very valuable life lesson, letting go of a certain self-limited belief, understanding things at a much deeper level. And what I discovered as far as this experience, it is the desire from within that is letting you know that you're on the right path, even if you're not aware as far as how is it that you're going to serve, what is it that you're going to create. Because at the beginning, it's very broad. At the beginning, it's going to be extremely broad as far as what is it that you're passionate about and how is it that you're able to move forward with it. But it's the desire from within. I've gone through this experience many times over, but it wasn't until the last time that I realized that that is the most powerful sign that you can have, as far as this desire that is always continuously growing, as far as you envisioning what is it that you want to have come forth, even if that manifestation hasn't came forth yet. That manifestation is constantly growing. And this happened to me. I ended up taking a week off. Things were starting to get complicated. I was feeling as though I didn't have enough time, I didn't have enough energy to spread to everyone. And what ends up happening? I was being given the gift of time. Decided to take a week off, decided to go reconnect with individuals that I hadn't seen in over a year because of COVID. And one morning I was at my cousin's place, got awakened at 4:16 in the morning. And as soon as I woke up, I haven't been using angel number apps for a long time, but as soon as I woke up, I asked myself, what does that number mean? And that number meant continue to remain positive and continue to speak the affirmations which you want to have come forth, because they are going to come forth in perfect divine timing. It was something like that. So I decided to go outside and I wanted to see the sunrise. It had been a while since I saw the sunrise. It was extremely calm outside. All of a sudden, I started to see the sun just come up just over the trees. There was dew on the grass, there was dew on the trees, and it literally felt like I was in heaven. It was the most beautiful scenery that I had ever seen. But then all of a sudden, I started to get visions. All of a sudden, I was being shown what will be coming up. I was being shown that what I'm going through right now, it's like a learning process. I'm preparing myself for what is coming up. And not only this, as far as the end goal, as far as my life's purpose, I was shown at a much bigger scale as far as what will be coming forth. But along the way, it made me realize that no matter what lack of evidence there was in my reality, it didn't represent evidence of lack. That I was constantly, no matter if there was a wall that was put forth in front of me, I was always able to scale over it. I was always being given what is it that I needed. So really look deep from within. What is it right now that you desire? And has that desire been growing? Even if there's been no manifestation that's came forth yet, are you constantly expanding on that desire? And as far as this experience, it's happened over and over again, but it's just the amount of love, joy, and bliss, the rush of love, joy, and bliss that I felt. It literally was overwhelming. I was allowing my tears to flow. I felt like I was in heaven, and it released so much stress. It released any type of stress as far as how quickly or how slowly things are moving forward, because I'm doing what I'm passionate about. I enjoy what I'm doing, and God and the universe has supplied me, as an example, with the abundance needed to push forth, has supplied me with the resources that I need as of this very moment. So whatever stage you're at right now, no matter how broad of an idea it is, as far as what is it that you want to manifest, how is it that you want to move forward, take a moment, sit still, and really pinpoint which one of those manifestations has the desire been growing, which one of those manifestations has the visions becoming clearer and clearer. It's just like when you're meditating. As an example, you want to manifest a home. The first time when you meditate, you might see this home from a couple 100 feet away. You might have a basic idea as far as the type of home that you want to have. But then all of a sudden, what's going to be happening is through doing these meditations, all of a sudden the picture becomes clear. All of a sudden, you're starting to see more and more detail. All of a sudden, now you're in the home and you're starting to see what is in that home, and you're feeling that rush of love, joy, and bliss. You can just feel it, that it's going to come forth. That's a major sign that your manifestation is going to come forth. But sometimes there's certain things you have to go through before that's going to come forth. But doesn't mean it's going to take any longer, but it just means that there are certain things that you need to learn. There are certain things that you need to experience before it is going to come forth. And that's why I absolutely love to come out here in nature, because that's where I'm able to release any type of stress, any type of anxiety, and really just let the thoughts come through. Just become an observer of the thoughts. So really look as far as in your life right now. If you have made out a list as far as what is it that you want to manifest, what is it that you want to bring forth, which one of those have you been expanding on? Which one of those, even if they haven't came forth yet, have you been desiring more and more? And once you tap into that, continue to push forth, because you never know how quickly things can turn around. You never know as far as how massive, how big of a manifestation that can come forth. Because you might be wanting to manifest one certain thing, but then you might get, example, resources from somewhere else that's going to really help to propel you on your journey. But it all starts with the heart chakra. It all starts in your heart space. You should be trusting your intuition above all moving forward. And what's going to happen oftentimes, this happened to me. A lot of individuals got repelled away from me. A lot of individuals were against the decision that I had made as far as the direction that I wanted to take. And that's fine. That's fine, because what you do is let your actions speak louder than your words. Just push forth, put in that time, put in that energy, and push forth with what is it that you enjoy doing. Because what's going to end up happening is it's no longer going to feel like work. It's no longer going to be about doing it for the paycheck. It's going to be about the emotions that it allows you to feel. It's going to be about the joy that it brings forth. It's going to be about the fulfillment that you feel from accomplishing certain things. So really, if this hasn't happened to you yet, I suggest go out in nature. Go for like a 2-3 hour walk out in nature. Clear that mind and allow those visions to come forth. Observe those thoughts that are coming forth, and you're going to sense it. It has to do with that inner healing, getting yourself healed at a certain level to reconnect with God, reconnect with your angels. Allow yourself to feel their presence around you. Allow yourself to feel their love, and then allow those visions to come forth. Because I've always thought of myself as a clairsentient as far as my psychic abilities, but then all of a sudden, this is most likely from a friend out west, where she told me I have a different psychic abilities, but it doesn't mean that I can't have those visions. It doesn't mean that I can't see into the future. And that's exactly what's being revealed. It's just like when you're meditating, when you feel this intense rush of love, joy, and bliss, happiness, You're not just envisioning something, you're being shown what will be coming forth. But now it's a matter of starting taking action. Now it's a matter of allowing that courage to grow, 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 allowing yourself to step out of your comfort zone, trying things new for the very first time. And that's when all of a sudden it might be little blessings that are come forth, but as long as they're able to maintain you on the right path, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because everything is going to come forth in perfect divine timing. And right now, a lot of people, as example, are having difficulties manifesting certain things because it is now time to invest in ourselves moving forward. Invest everything in yourself until you are where you want to be. Then you can get yourself certain materialistic things. View it this way. It's just like the gyms. The gyms are still closed. And even when they're going to reopen, you have to wear a mask. Well, guess what? I ended up just getting everything I needed as far as the weights, the bench, and everything to be able to work out at home. I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my future. Start viewing it like this as far as your journey. Stop looking at it as I got to get that car, I got to get that home, and start viewing as far as what resources do you need to allow you to have the level of success that your heart desires. Start looking at it like this. And once that success comes forth, you're going to have that abundance because God wants you to have that abundance. Therefore, you're able to share with other individuals. And it's the same thing as far as doing acts of kindness, as far as giving gifts to individuals. Start at home. Start with the people that are the closest to you before you expand out. Because what you're going to quickly realize, this happened to me a while back, where I wanted to do something very nice for a complete stranger. I didn't even get a thank you. I didn't even get a have a good day or anything like this. And I didn't take it the wrong way. I realized, okay, I'm not meant right away to start sharing abundance with complete strangers. I should look as far as my social circle. I should look closer to home. And moving forward, allow that desire to propel you on your journey. Allow that desire to continuously motivate you moving forward. And you're going to see, once you start understanding everything is happening in your own perfect divine timing, you're now able to release the stress. You're now able to release the anxiety, the worry, the fear about what's coming up. And instead, you're able to infuse yourself with that excitement, that love, that joy that the actions that you're doing are making you feel. Well, that's going to do it for this video. So really pay attention. What is it that you're continuously desiring as far as on a bigger scale that you're feeling within your heart the most? And start to follow that path. And you're going to see God and your angels are going to provide you with all the resources that you need in order to maintain that alignment as far as the path that you're on. Well, that's going to do it for the video. If you're remotely feeling stressed out, getting out in nature, clearing that mind. If you're remotely living in lack, observe all the abundance around you in nature. It's going to help release that lack mentality. It's going to allow you to begin to thrive more and more, which is going to raise your vibrational frequency to that abundance vibrational frequency. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.